So I've been wanting to talk about this for a while now because I saw Nick Shirley uploaded it, and he was out there in the UK with Tommy Robinson leading the March of the People, right? This was absolutely insane, man. I saw, you know, Asmongold covering this. I saw Jake Monroe obviously covering this situation, and it's very white pilling, man. It gives you hope that the people of the UK will they'll take back their country. But let's see, man. Let's see. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we got here. Tommy Robinson is great, by the way.
To smear us as racist or extremists for wanting protection of our women.
This is the revolt. This is the peasants revolting.
He needs to stop branding hard-working Brits as far right. We just want to be heard, and he's ignoring us.
At the end of the day, do you think a civil war is inevitable here?
Yeah, it's been going on for years. I don't recognise my country no more. Keir Starmer is like an actual traitor.
Today we're here in the...
By the way, if things continue to get worse out there in the UK, I 100% see a civil war breaking out. 100%.
Streets of London. We have the Big Ben right behind us here today, and today it's set to be one of the
Big
biggest marches in the history of the United Kingdom. Hundreds of thousands of people.
And by the way, I am shocked. I am absolutely shocked that they allowed Nick Shirley entry to the UK. That honestly was the most shocking part of this all.
People are set to come in from all across the United Kingdom to come into the streets of London today. Right now, over 4,000 police officers have been employed into London, and they're using new facial recognition cameras to track who comes in and out of the protest.
Dude, this is some absolutely dystopian shit. Like, you would think this is like some shit that, you know, they would be doing like in China or something, but I mean, I guess in China they would just run them over with tanks and stuff like that, right? But you would think that you would never imagine that this is a fucking democracy where you have 4,000 police officers and they're utilizing camera with facial recognition technology to track who's coming to this protest. Like, that is like the most dystopian shit I've ever heard.
Something that has never happened before, and at all the major stations like King's Cross, they have new cameras that have facial recognitions, and they're tracking quite literally everyone that comes into this protest. And they have even banned journalists from entering into the United Kingdom to cover this event. Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom.
Yeah, again, I don't know how Nick Shirley managed to get in here, but damn. Shout out to Nick, man. He's really out here doing the real journalism. Like, first, you know, the Cuba stuff was crazy, and now here, you're doing it in the UK, doing it big. Man.
Has been
shout out to bro.
Against those that are
Bro's 20, I think he's 21, by the way.
By convicted thugs and people that are spreading division and hate here inside the United Kingdom. He called it racist, actually.
Tomorrow's march in London is a reminder of what we're up against in the battle of our values. The organisers, including convicted thugs and racists, are peddling hatred and division. Plain and simple.
So today we're going to be speaking...
This man is an absolute fucking dipshit. He is an absolute fucking dickhead.
With everyone here in the streets of London to see what's going on and what they have to say about what they are fighting for, as this is called the Unite the West March here in the streets of London. How do you guys feel about what your Prime Minister said about those that attend this march?
And by the way, I expect that you will see this happening more and more, especially in European countries that are... The European countries especially have been having like a massive, you know, importation of African and Muslim immigrants, right? Like, you know, Portugal, Spain, Italy, France, right? All of these nations, I fully expect that you will see the same thing go down in these nations.
Today. He's a disgrace. He's an absolute disgrace. So
I love the accent.
I'm not far right. Don't have a criminal record. I'm a pensioner. I fear.
She from Ireland?
For my grandchildren.
I don't know, by the way. I'm an ignorant American.
What do you fear for your grandchildren?
because of all the illegal immigrants that's coming here and they're getting everything going. I have 2 sons, can't even get on the property market.
I mean, dude, like, imagine like having like granddaughters or daughters or, you know, a sister, mother, grandma, and you have like all of these like, you know, immigrants that are violent, you know, they fucking stabbing 18-year-old kids, and you got your rape gangs. Like, it's insane. You would not feel safe with them, you know, walking the streets of your country. That's absolutely insane.
And why do you think Keir Starmer would call people like you racist for attending this march?
Yeah, I mean, typical leftist, right? Yeah, and yeah, I've seen this. I've seen you know, Jake Monroe say this quite a bit about Keir Starmer, that he's like a fucking traitor. And I mean, I would agree. I mean, it's in what type of prime minister prioritizes diversity and immigrants over your fucking own people, your citizens?
Because he's frightened. He's frightened. He's on his way out anyway, and the sooner the better.
Your message to Keir Starmer?
Resign for the country's good, you tyrant.
He's calling you guys racist for being out here today.
That is, he's full of shit, as we all know. Yeah.
Now we've made it here to the start
Based Brits.
of the march. You can hear the chants already. Everyone's yelling, Keir Starmer is a wanker.
He is a bit of a wanker, ain't he?
Look at this.
That's such a W chant, bro.
The people in the streets right now, all chanting Keir Starmer is a wanker. We have Keir Starmer on top of a right now. How you doing? How you doing? Keir Starmer on top of a.
He's a
Do you feel like this is the Great Britain you grew up in?
No. Do you think it's a Great Britain we grew up in? No, not so great now. We're an embarrassment to the world, what this government's doing.
What do you guys think about Keir Starmer blocking journalists from coming into the United
Well, it's
Kingdom?
disgusting, isn't it? Yeah, it's only for one.
Like, that's insane. Like, again, it's so dystopian. You would never, like, if you hear that sentence, like, take Keir Starmer's name. What do you think about blank blocking journalists from coming into the country? Would you immediately guess that that is referring to a quote-unquote democracy? That's like absolutely insane. And I know free speech isn't, you know, as big of a thing in the UK as it is here in America, but still, like, it's so crazy to fucking hear. It's insane.
One thing, because they say things you don't like. They say things Keir Starmer don't like, he likes to block you. I'm surprised you managed to sneak through, to be fair, mate.
I know, that's what I was saying. Like, how did Nick Shirley get in?
I've just been watching you in Cuba.
I'm a bit surprised as well that they let me in.
I don't know, you managed to sneak
And
through.
how come you think here they're attacking freedom of speech?
Well, I know why. It's because they've got their own narrative, haven't they? I mean, I don't go all into it, but it all stems from after the war. They started implementing all these systems of anti-racism, and it just come to a point now where white man's not listened to. It's not about black or white, but native people are just not listened to in the country anymore.
Yeah.
And it's just, put it this way, there's a Sikh guy stabbed a white kid the other day, and the police arrested the white kid because the Sikh guy said he said something racist.
Yeah, that's the Henry Nowak situation, right? That's literally what we just watched and talk about, right? It's the Henry Nowak situation, right? These people care about this diversity bullshit and not being racist, and they care about, you know, all of these immigrants that they're bringing into the country. They prioritize all of that shit over their own people. They don't give a shit about their own people. It's insane.
Bled out and died.
It's fucking insane.
Somebody Novak, his name is, young college kid. Look it up, mate.
And what brings you guys out here today?
Wow, you know what it's like, mate. It's tyranny in this country. Absolute diabolical. They're against us English.
Oh, I love Brits. I love the way they talk, man.
Future, my friend. You can't keep pouring one country into this one, expecting it's going to turn out. They've got different cultures, different ideologies, and different ways of living. We want to keep our culture. I've got a granddaughter. When in 30 years' time, when she grows up, I want her to recognise the England I was born in. And if we keep pouring into this country, there's going to be nothing left.
In what ways is the England that you grew up in different than the England that your grandchildren are growing up in?
Because we keep pouring in these different cultures, these different religions into this country. And we've seen how the Islam goes. You spread Islam across the world, you spread Islam across Europe. It destroys everything on its path, on its way. I've got nothing against
Yep.
refugees coming in, as long as they're vetted and we understand who they are and what they are. Come and respect our culture, come and respect our people. That's all we
Yep.
ask.
And Keir Starmer has called the organizers of the event thugs and racist, and has said that you guys are pushing division and hate here inside the country.
Keir Starmer shouldn't even be there. He's hanging on by a thread, and he knows he is. It's his last chance.
Yep.
For his last chance to stand against us people. He's been calling us far right, fascists and Nazis. Can you see any far right fascists and Nazis around here?
Yeah, I mean, the UK fought against the Nazis, right? It's they used to be Great Britain, and it ain't Great Britain so much these days, right? Not so great these days, but I mean, yeah, it's.
I see grandparents,
fucking
I see
insane.
parents, I see soldiers, I see everyone else. It's my grandson. We're not far right, we're not fascists, we're not Nazis, we're just people who want a future for this country.
Yeah.
And that's all we're after.
And do you think you'll ever get to the point here where people
That's all it comes
have
down to.
actually defend the country?
That's
in
all
their
it takes for you to
farms?
be a fascist Nazi, far right.
They're just doing what they want to do. They're not asking us what we want.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm all right. I'm here for the love of Christ.
The march has officially begun. Communist
Let's
Party
go.
is now leading the march. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people are out here in the streets of London. Here we go.
Let me pray for you quickly. Heavenly Father, thank you for this man. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for blessing him and keeping him and continue to bless him and cover him in all ways. In Jesus'
Man,
name, amen.
they really they love Nick Shirley out here, man. They loving Nick Shirley.
Oh my God! Take your photo.
The people of London.
Come here, quick.
They love themselves some Nick Shirley out here.
And, ma'am, they are calling people like you a racist for being out here today.
I was an NHS worker. I worked for the NHS. I was a medical emergency nursing assistant. I lost my job for showing a post from the government website how much asylum seekers get when they come to the UK. I was sacked for gross
Insane.
misconduct straight away. Never had a complaint about me ever in my life. So I'm here to support my nurses.
So you've been attacked by the government for speaking out against mass immigration.
Yes, I was a NHS nursing assistant. I was a medical emergency, and I lost my job through freedom to speak. And I'm going to be here. I'm going to show freedom to speak in the UK.
Based.
And we're going to show it.
Based, absolutely
So you have the march
based.
right here, and then you have a whole nother group of people, a whole nother sea of people meeting up right here. Very well, could be 1 million plus people here in the streets of London today. You have the police on the outskirts of the march, and check this out. They have these cameras right here surveilling each and every single one of the protesters. See those cameras right there? They use those to survey the people, and then they have the body cameras as well. But they have those
Absolutely
cameras
insane,
right
bro.
there for any evidence, for any footage
Like,
that they need.
this
Mass
dystopian
surveillance
shit.
in the streets of the United Kingdom. Your sign says...
Nick Shirley!
Hello.
Oh my goodness! Hello, Nick Shirley.
Nice to meet you.
Man, I'm
Your
telling
sign
they really love themselves some Nick Shirley out there in Great Britain.
says we do not
The
vote for
United
open borders,
Kingdom.
digital ID, higher taxes, two-tier policing, loss of free speech, pedophiles in politics, higher cost of living, Starmer out, restore Britain.
Yeah.
What's your message to Keir Starmer today?
Keir Starmer's a wanker. Everything in the mandate is backtracked on. He's added things in that
Based.
wasn't mandated, like digital ID. It doesn't listen to the British public. He's just had a landslide vote, and he still is ignorant.
He needs to go.
He needs to stop branding hard-working Brits as for far right. We just want to be heard, and he's ignoring us.
How do you feel about the mass surveillance here of your government?
I feel like if you can do that to your own people, why can't you monitor more closely the people you're letting in who are abusing our women and children, who are taking
Yep.
taxpayers' money,
100%.
who are living
100%.
better lives than the people who are working.
Like, she's
really hard
cooking
in
right now,
this
chat.
country,
She's
who live
spitting
here,
facts.
Who are proud of where we are. We don't
Putting more
oppose
effort into
immigration.
surveilling,
We just don't wanna be
surveilling your own
having
people,
above us. We're
having a
losing
nice
our
little
culture and
peaceful
identity.
protest,
It's not fair.
rather than
And why do you think Keir
surveillance
Starmer
and
your politicians are calling people out
keeping
here
your eye
racist?
on these
That is put
gangs.
here inside the United Kingdom.
I've
wish I knew the answer to that question, but I really don't. I ask myself this all the time. All I know is he's not serving the British public, and these numbers prove it.
The march continues to get bigger and bigger. Right now we're in Trafalgar Square. It is completely filled, and all the way down to Parliament Square is completely filled as well. We're going to go into in just a moment, but I want to tell you guys about the sponsor of this video, and that is Opus Clip. What used to just be an AI clipper has now become the most powerful AI growth tool for creators. And me, for instance, I've used Opus on my own, and I've received over 50 million views on a single Facebook page just from using clips from Opus. What you do is you upload your YouTube videos or your videos in general into Opus, and then it'll go through and clip those videos using the power of AI, and then you can then bulk schedule those videos onto your platforms like TikTok, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, and then those videos go ahead and get posted to all of your platforms. And they just came out with their new AI editor 3.0 that comes with smarter auto framing, better virality scoring, and brand new captions. I love Opus. It makes it super
interesting
simple
stuff
to post your videos and get your content to go quite literally everywhere. And right now, for you guys watching this video, they're going to hook you guys up with 4 months at 50% off. All you have to do is go to the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment down below. 4 months at 50% off. I promise, give Opus a try. It is well worth it. And now let's get back into the protest. Tommy, you've done it again.
We've done it.
March.
We're leading
Tommy
a
Robinson.
revolution in Britain, right?
From here in the middle of
You
Whitehall.
had your revolution through the election ballot box with Donald Trump. We're having ours right now on the street.
The whole, entire streets of Whitehall all the way to Trafalgar are full of people. And what does this say about the current state of the United Kingdom? What do the Brit and people want?
It says that the public are ready. We're ready, right? We've been asleep for too long.
Ready for what?
We're ready to fight for our country, right? We're ready. And what you're witnessing now is a formation and an organisation. We're going to spread this through every town and city, and we're getting ready for the Battle of Britain in 2029. Our next election is the most important election.
Oh, that's right. That's when their election is. It's in 29.
Where they are, but the enemy's here. They're here. They're here, and they're betraying us.
Why has your government betrayed the people of Great Britain?
They've tried to replace us, just like they did in Minnesota. Why do you think Somalia is the highest place in the world, yeah? They're living in Minnesota. They didn't choose there. They were put there. They were put there. So think what they've done there, and think of what you exposed, and think that they all knew it was happening, but they turned a blind eye. Well, they turned a blind eye to them raping their way through our country, because they're importing voters. They're replacing us. They have 6, 7 kids. We don't. They're bringing people in to replace us that are loyal to them, that want to be dependent on the...
I'm sorry, I know this is a very serious thing, but the 6'7" got me. I'm sorry, chat, the 6'7" got me. Okay, I'm good. Let's keep it going, chat.
The far left have had their revolution, yeah? They've had it. Open borders, breakdown of the family, attacking nationalism, patriotism. They've had it. A successful revolution. You're witnessing today the counter-revolution.
The counter-revolution, civil war come 2029 if nothing happens.
We need to win at the ballot box in 2029. Now, to do that, you have to get the 50% of non-voters. You need to captivate them, electrify them, and give them back that sense of identity and belief that they matter. Today, everyone here knows they matter.
And your message to the rest of the West, for those that aren't here, that don't see what's happening every day here in Britain, what would you say the reality of life is?
The reality of life is women are scared, they can't walk the streets, our daughters are being raped, they've took the safety of our nation. They've imported hostile, violent men into our communities, and then they've tried to smear us as racists or extremists for wanting protection of our women. And to the rest of the West, unite the kingdom, look at that, read that on that side. It says unite the kingdom, unite the West, because this is a Western civilizational problem. They're attacking us.
All of our everyone out here is racist.
100%. Like I said earlier in the reaction, right? This is happening. They're trying to do it here in the U.S. It hasn't gone to this point, but they are trying to do it here in the U.S. Right? It's happening. I hear it's happening in Canada. It's happening in France, Portugal, Italy, Spain, UK, obviously. Right? It's happening in a lot of these European nations. All right.
Today.
Yeah, no one cares what they say, right? Look around you, look at the diversity. This is a lovely crowd, man.
You guys are out here, you're raising up the cross.
Yes.
Starmer's calling people like you guys far right.
Oh, fuck Starmer, he needs to go. There's something dodgy about him.
What's dodgy about Starmer?
Everything. I mean, like, he's a globalist.
And what's the Britain you hope for your children, your 2 daughters right here?
At this moment in time, the whole country's in dire straits. The government are not putting the British people first. There's no housing, there's no doctor's appointments, there's nothing like that. Yeah, Keir Starmer, I mean, if we were far right, how many people can you spot of all different nationalities here? We've got Iranians, we've got black people, Asian people. Get to f***, will you, Starmer? Just resign.
Just resign. That's
Resign! Resign!
And
Christ is king. I would like to claim refuge in Poland if possible.
should the rest of Europe be more like Poland?
I think so, yes. Yes.
Yeah, I hear Poland is pretty. I hear Poland is pretty, you know, solid about their borders.
Absolutely.
And with the grooming gangs that took place here inside...
You've got the grooming. I've got 2 daughters at the end of the day. Even when I was a child, my younger sister, it happened with these Afghanis. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're having people coming from all different corners of the world that aren't brought up with the same morals and same values, there is going to be a clash of cultures. And this is what started.
Yeah, it's inevitable. That's why you can't force diversity. That's why you can't force this shit. It's because you're eventually going to have a situation where you're having a clash of cultures.
Is it listening to? He doesn't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
We're just meant to like pipe down, shut up, and just get on with it. No, we're sick of it. Like, this is the revolt. This is the peasants revolting.
And we want to keep our next generation safe.
Base.
For our little girls and our children. We want them to grow up in the country that we grew up in. And at times, diversity is not our strength. Unity is our strength, and that's why we're...
Based. Absolutely based. Yes. And by the way, I don't think I've ever said this before, but I've heard that somewhere. I can't remember who else has said that off the top of my head, but yes, 100%. The left will say that so much, that diversity is your true strength. Diversity is not a strength. Diversity is not your, greatest strength. Your greatest strength is unity. I don't know how people got brainwashed into thinking that diversity is your greatest strength. No, it's unity. It's fucking retarded. Diversity is not your greatest strength. It's fucking unity. Unity is your greatest strength.
Here today to unify and say that we're not having it anymore.
Stobner is saying that your diversity is your strength. You would say it's not.
No. You go to the other march. That's the diversity side of it. This is unity. This is British people coming together to say we love our country and we want to keep it our country. We don't need all these open borders because it's not the best thing for us.
Right here it says the rape of Britain. Would you say Britain has been raped?
I'd say 100% it's right. This isn't a flag, it's a true story. We've had it under the Conservatives and now Keir Starmer. It's ridiculous what this man's doing.
In what ways has Great Britain been raped? Get him out.
Well, look at
all the young girls are being raped on the streets. Throughout the country, it's covered up by Sadiq Khan.
Enough's enough.
Through the government, complete cover-up.
What's your guys' message to Keir Starmer? One call.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys remember that shit? Like the whole rape gang stuff was breaking out, like it was breaking fucking news. Like the fact that they were trying to cover that shit up is insane. It's absolutely insane.
Let's hear it.
Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wanker.
And why do you think Keir Starmer is such a wanker?
The way he's absolutely destroying our fucking country.
What's been your least favorite thing that's happened over the past 10 years here in the United Kingdom?
I've seen my country change in 50 plus years. I don't recognise my country anymore. But not only that is, I'm seeing how things went in a different country in the 30s, and it's happening here. And pardon my French, to piss on the veterans the way they have and persecuting them.
What do you think your forefathers would say about the current status of Great Britain right now?
Turn them over in the graves. Literally turn them over in the graves. Because my grandparents fought for this country. My cousins, my relatives, my uncles, my aunts, friends have died for this country. For what? For what? For these rich arseholes over there.
Over in Parliament. And do you think those that are in Parliament, you think they represent
They
the
are
people?
the most hated Egypts this country's ever seen.
And why do you think they continue to get elected?
Because I think they like it. I think they want the division. Look at this. Every race, creed, colour, sexuality, people from all over the world. Look at all the different flags. This is united. This is love. This is everyone, brothers and sisters in arms, for one cause.
Yeah.
Freedom. freedom from that.
Yeah, this is literally like what. It's why I 100% agree with that unity is your greatest strength, not diversity.
Tyrannical bunch of bastards over there. That's what it's about. People have died for this country. They've bled. They're blood soaked. In every part of this country, it's blood soaked. Of men and women and children of this country that have fought for thousands of years. For what? For them bastards. F*** them.
At the end of the day, do you think a civil war is inevitable here?
Yeah, it's been going on for years. I don't recognise my country no more.
So what will a civil war look like here if you guys do not have
like any war? Death, destruction. No one wins. No one wins in war. My friend died fighting for this country. For what? To be pissed on by Keir Starmer and his lot. We're going to take you all to court for war crimes. No one wins in war, I'm afraid.
What would be your message to the rest of the world that doesn't live here inside of Great Britain? They don't understand what's going on.
Open your eyes, see what's going on, because if it's happening here, it's going to happen everywhere. Look at Ireland.
Yep.
God bless the Irish. Keir Miller fault day.
Right here you have a man, you have the police officers.
I know that you're just doing a job, and I know that you guys lean one way or the other, but there's going to come a time when you guys need to choose a side, and that guy that lives at number 10 is a traitor, and he should be tried as such. Keir Starmer is...
Damn, dude. Yeah. That's a powerful message right there, and it's 100% true. Yeah, damn. It's a powerful message there.
Traitor. I believe that he is committing treason against the British people. I actually believe that, you know, we should drag him out of number 10 and we should put him on trial for treason, because what he's done to the British people is it can only be defined as treason. He's opened the borders, he's made a career out of protecting people. He's made a career out of dissolving our borders.
You're a black man here at this event. They're saying this is a racist event. What's your message to them?
No, it's not.
Your sign right here says British Christians awake.
Yes. We're sleeping. We've had our language has been numbed by thought processes that self-censor ourselves, and now we've become so liberal we don't know what truth is, and now we've got to wake up to how far we've slipped. Our children are now being aborted one day before birth.
Yep.
We've now made this massive imbalance, and into that imbalance we put Islam.
I don't know what the abortion status is in the UK, but yeah, definitely 100%. If they could get abortion at, one day before birth, I think the left would 100% go for it.
And it's been done by the left to destroy Christianity. That's the reason. We're in a hell of a mess.
Here in the United Kingdom, you can have an abortion up to the day of?
The day before birth. We've now voted for abortion one day before birth.
Really?
There's one case where a little baby girl, a girl, 15 years of age, she got hold of the mifepristone tablet. She aborted.
I love what you're doing, mate. Keep up the good work, brother. Absolutely love you. All right.
Thank you.
She aborted the baby. They cut the baby's head off, arms off, legs off, put it in the food blender, hit Frappe. The police did nothing.
Jesus.
In the UK, apparently this man, you can have an abortion up to the day of birth. Crazy.
Son, oi! Trump, come and save f***ing England, son.
Now everyone is gathered here at the stage. I've been invited to give a speech.
Orange man.
Just a second. We have hundreds of thousands of people right there. We got these lovely ladies right here. And then I'm going to be going on stage right now. Here we go. All right, now it's time for me to go on stage. Here we go. We got 100,000 people out here. And here we go. London! USA! 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 Today I've walked with some of you here, and as I was walking, one sign really crossed my mind. There was a sign today that said we did not vote for open borders, digital ID, two-tier policing, higher taxes, loss of free speech, in politics, higher cost of living. Now your media will call you far right, and your prime minister will call you guys dangerous. But the ideas of freedom of speech are not dangerous, or the idea that you want to know who your neighbor is does not make you dangerous. It means that you have common sense. We live in a world where common sense is becoming somewhat abstract to have. A lot of people don't have it these days. In the United States, we let an entire state commit billions of dollars in fraud because we were afraid, our politicians were afraid of being called racist or Islamophobic for speaking out against the fraud. Here in the United Kingdom, you guys had young women be raped by gangs of men, and your politicians allowed it because they're afraid of being called a racist or Islamophobic.
Yeah.
That does not make you a racist for speaking truth. No one should have to worry about where their tax dollars go. No one should have to worry if it gets spent into fraud or not, because we should have the confidence in our politicians. We shouldn't have to worry that our daughters are having to be careful who they go around, or a young woman in Scotland who is 12 years old shouldn't have to walk with a hatchet at the playground. I've been coming here to the United Kingdom for some time now, and each and every single year these marches get bigger and bigger and bigger. I think it is time that your Prime Minister and that your government takes heed to your words and takes heed to the caution that you guys are giving them, because change is inevitable here inside of the United Kingdom, and it doesn't need to be done, because everyone should have the right to say what they want and have the freedom of speech. And may God bless you all, and thank you, Tommy Robinson. Thank you.
Base.
How did I do in my speech?
You were excellent.
Excellent. Approved?
Approved.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was a pretty solid speech. It was a pretty solid speech. Pretty good. Pretty good.
We need you, and we need Trump in the UK.
That is the end of this video. Make sure you like and you subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, I mean, well, what do you guys? I think Rupert Lowe. I think Rupert Lowe has a pretty solid. I think Restore Britain has a pretty solid chance of getting in there. I think Restore has been gaining popularity, right? We'll see. We'll see again in 2029. They're having their election, so we'll see. We'll see if the Brits are able to take their country back from these people.
Channel. If you want to get yourself an anti-fraud taxpayer hoodie, go ahead and get yourself a hoodie in the link down below. And remember to check out Opus in the pinned comment as well. See you guys next time.
There you have it, chat. Nick Shirley attended the big old protest out there in Great Britain, out there with Tommy Robinson, of course. Tommy Robinson is great, by the way. I've seen Tommy Robinson do, I've seen him like speak and stuff like that, and he's pretty good. Right, from the clips that I've seen of Tommy Robinson, he's pretty good speaker. A lot of things he says are very base, and I agree with them. And yeah, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I honestly, I have a lot of hope for the UK, right? I'm on that hopium. All right, I'm on that hopium. I think I'm pretty confident they'll be able to take their country back. I'm pretty confident in that. I think right now they are definitely gaining momentum. I think that they're, like Nick Shirley said, these protests are getting bigger and bigger. So I think they're definitely, gaining momentum. I think they're gonna have a great victory, right? Just like, what happened with Trump. I think they're gonna have a big, landslide victory. But we'll just have to wait and see how that turns out. And I'm sure there will be more protests and more news to come out of the UK.